Hey, Brian back with you, and we're getting back after it in our isometric strength work. So today we have a couple exercises for the shoulder, one for the forearm, and then one for a really important muscle group, the hamstring. So let's go ahead and get you guys warmed up. Start right into a little bit of bouncing. Then we're going to go bouncing into rotations and take some deep breaths as you're going here. So kind of some deep belly breaths, try to expand that rib cage a little bit. Just some nice full, complete exhales as well. And then let's go into rotation. Nice, let's cross crawl it, so opposite knee to elbow. Still breathing. And try to keep that long, slow exhale going as long as you can as we start to get your heart rate up. All right, we're going to do a couple inchworms. So I want you to skin stim or rub the back of your leg on the way down. We're going to inchworm your way out to a plank position and then come right back up. Rub up the front of the leg, down the back of the leg, walk out again. Find that plank, come back in. We're going to rub up the front of the leg again, doing some skin stimulation, sensory, down the back of the leg, walking back out. Nice job. And come back in. And rub up the front of the leg one more time. Shake that out. And then let's go to some sensory for the arms. Just some gentle rubbing. Again, waking up some nerve endings. Sensory before motor is an important concept. Let's go around the eyes, around the whole face, as if you're washing your face. And if you're like me, already got a little bit of glistening going on the forehead, a little bit of sweat. So that sweating is an important process, right? Getting toxins out of the body, flush, make space for, we're just rubbing the back of the head now. Make space for new nutrients to come in, get rid of the old, get rid of some of that junk. Let's go to rubbing the rib cage. Deep breath again. Low back. So I'm just going to take kind of a loose fist or my knuckles to the low back, gentle stim there. Nice. Let's go into some lunges. So I want you to lunge and rotate now. And we'll alternate through here. Lunge, rotate, lunge, rotate. And as we're lunging now, I want to add in some ankle tilts. So we're going to turn the back foot out, lunge, tilt to the inside of that back ankle, and then tilt to the outside of the front ankle. Lunge the other way, back foot's turned out. We're going to weight shift, hips come forward, tilting to the inside of that back ankle. Might feel a little stretch all the way up into the hip. Who knew the ankle was connected to the hip? What's the old song? The elbow's connected to the wrist bone, all that jazz. Yes, it is all connected. And the more you study it, the more you realize that. So let's go ahead and back into bouncing. Nice job. We're going to do a couple side lunges into knee circles. We're going to side lunge, rotate, then do a knee circle on that side. So ready? We're going to side lunge, rotate, find a nice big knee circle over there. Go the other way, side lunge, rotate, and let's knee circle over there. Other side, side lunge, rotate, and knee circle through. Nice job. One more. Side lunge, rotate, and knee circle. Nice. Good. All right, from there, let's get into a couple nerve glides. We're going to go ahead and pull the toes up, weight shift forward, get into that hinge position, do a few knee bends and a few gas pedal pumps with the foot. Hinge again, knee bend, pump there at the knee, and then pump the foot and ankle. Nice job. Let's go into a forward 45-degree lunge. Tuck the tailbone, so we're tucking the pelvis, rotate away, and then let's just go in and out of a couple rotations there. Should feel a stretch on this back hip, inner thigh, and that helps take care of the obturator nerve, so an important nerve for the hamstrings and for the inner thigh musculature. So tailbone's tucked, weight shifted, towards the lunging leg and then rotating towards that lunging leg as well. Good job. Awesome. Let's do a few shoulder circles. We're going to warm those shoulders up and then go a little bit bigger even with those circles. Good. Reverse direction, small circle. Nice. Deep breath. And big circle. Woo. Nice. All right. I want you to do a quick assessment. So just walk for about 10, 20 seconds. Take a few steps across the room, wherever you are. If you're outside, hopefully soon we'll be outside doing more of these like at parks. But if you're at home, awesome too. Dynamic leg swing is the second assessment I want you to do today. So we're going to do a couple leg swings out to the side. It's okay to hold on for these. So side leg swing, get an idea. How high is that leg going? And start nice and easy if these are new to you. And then leg swing up in front. And again, how high is that leg going? How comfortable is that? Same thing to the other side. So there's a neurologic connection between your shoulders and your hips in movement. So there's some linkages in like the basal ganglia, motor planning area, and then drive that leg up in front. So as we work on the shoulders, I'm hoping you might see some improvements in those dynamic leg swings and movement through the hip. So we'll see. We're also going to work on the hamstring, which connects into the hip. So first one is actually the hamstring. And we set this one up, the isometric, by going into a hip extension. So the leg's going to go back behind you. A knee flexion, so we're going to bend at the knee. And then a posterior, trying to keep that knee back, by the way. And then a posterior pelvic tuck. So a tailbone tuck, knee back, knee bent. If you can find more flexion in the knee or pull the heel up higher, awesome, go for it. And then we're going to also, you can internally, or externally rotate. So if I'm externally rotated, driving the leg back, driving the heel up, tucking the tailbone, I'm going to feel this lateral side, the biceps femoris, that muscle over there light up. Whew. So 10, 20 seconds. Then the second position, I want you to internally rotate the hip, and that's going to hit more of the inside line or the medial line of the hamstring. So we're going to go ahead and bend the knee again, extend the hip, drive the knee back. Then internally rotate with the pelvic tuck. And when we bring all that together, this inside line of the hammy should get good work. So 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and do both sides. We're going to contract, and then we'll go ahead and stretch both sides. So go ahead and go up with the knee flexion first, hip extension, externally rotate a little bit. So that means foot goes in, knee goes out to the side, drive that back, pull the heel up again in 10 seconds. Go, go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Relax out. And then we're going to go right into the internally rotated hip position, meaning the foot goes out, knee comes in. Okay, so up into knee flexion, hip extension, internal rotation. Try to get that tailbone to tuck and drive into internal rotation in the hip. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. That internal rotation one is tougher for me, so might be a good area just to note, hey, work on mapping that medial hamstring. The next one is going right into the stretch. So for that one, instead of tucking the tailbone, we want to drive the tailbone back. So low back is arched. We're going to bring the leg up. So we got hip flexion, knee extension, or the knees locked. We can internally rotate and then externally rotate. And those are going to highlight different stretches, either in the inside hamstring or the outside hamstring, as you internally or externally rotate the hip. Good. Same thing on the other side. So go ahead and arch the low back, get that nice extension, healthy arch. Tailbone is driving back behind you. Straight knee, bring that leg up, and then internally rotate and bring the leg up again. Good. So that's going to lengthen the hamstring. You can also do that by hinging forward or bending forward with the leg supported, kind of like we do in the nerve glides. From there, let's retest. So let's do your side kicks and your gait. Take a short walk, and then let's see what your both lateral leg raise looks like, and going to the front as well. Feels a little bit better for me. Hopefully it does for you as well. And the next one we're going to work on is the medial deltoid. So we have anterior, medial, and posterior deltoid, three parts of kind of this shoulder muscle that kind of covers the joint. It's the most superficial or exterior part of the musculature there around the shoulder. And we're going to start out using the strap a little bit on this one. So what I want you to do is go ahead and step on the strap with the opposite foot from the shoulder that you're going to be working. We're going to start with the strap in the hand. We're going to have palm facing down. So if you are grabbing onto the strap, you could do this with just your arm raising up to the side. If you're using the strap though, we're going to make a fist still with palm facing down. Then we want to give you enough slack to get up just above shoulder height, maybe to like a 30-45 degree angle there. And that's going to really start to highlight the medial deltoid. So as we bring the arm up into the side, go straight off to the side there. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Good, go, go, go. So this is abduction or abduction in the shoulder. Drive, 3, 2, 1. Nice, and then relax. Good. For the stretch, we just go the opposite way and we actually bring the arm behind you. So we'll do that in a second. Let's go to the second side though. So getting on that strap with the heel and creating enough slack to get that hand above the head. So ready, set, here we go. Palm is down and we're going to drive up, drive up, drive up. You should feel right in kind of the middle lateral part of the shoulder there. The deltoid really firing up. Go, go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then for the stretch, we're going to use the opposite hand just to create a little bit of additional pull potentially if your one hand can reach the other wrist. So we're going to externally rotate the shoulder. We're going to bring the arm back behind you. And then trying to do this mostly just through the arm. You're keeping the shoulder blade out of it for the most part. Pulling that straight arm across. So in this case, I'm stretching my right side, pulling across with the left hand. So if we switch sides, we're going to lock the elbow, palms facing forward. We're going to bring that arm across and back behind you. And again, gentle pull across, 10 seconds or so. And that's for the medial deltoid. From there, let's go right back to reassess. So you can do a little bit of gait. Go ahead and take a walk, see how that's feeling. Shoulders definitely feel more active to me in gait, hopefully for you too. We're going to go then into that straight leg and side leg kick position. So reassess your range of motion after doing some shoulder work. And if it's better, good, make a note in that training notebook, journal that you got. So that would be a good one to come back to if it's improving hip range of motion for you. The next one we're going into is a muscle in the forearm. So pronator teres, T-E-R-E-S. So pronator teres. What we're going to start with for the contraction is pronation. So I'm supinated right now, and I want to pronate by rolling my palm down. I'm going to roll it down as hard as I can, really trying to work the forearm primarily into that pronation. Then we're going to flex the elbow. So we're bringing the elbow into a bend, and then I'm going to pronate more, trying to get this palm to face forward or even out a little bit with that pronation. 10-second hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease out of that. Should feel that in the forearm, like right through here. It's kind of our attachment there to there. You can shake that out. The stretch is going to go opposite. Let's do the second side first though. So again, we got pronation. We're rolling that palm down into pronation. We're going to bend or flex the elbow all the way. And then we're going to pronate more, trying to roll this forearm forward with the palm and then maybe even out a little bit. Go, go, go. And tension developing in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax out. Nice job. To go into the stretch, we do the opposite 2 actions. So this is a simple one where we got 2 joint actions. We're going to extend the elbow and then we're going to supinate. So with that elbow locked, supination is palm up or even palm rolling with the pinky starting to roll towards the outside of the body there if possible. And you should feel a stretch through here as you get into that full elbow lock, rolling to the outside or supinating the forearm. Shake that out. Same thing, other side. So elbow straight. We're going to supinate, supinate, supinate. Go, go, go. Nice stretch. Remember to keep the elbow locked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax out. Brian, what might that help with? Maybe wrist tension, elbow tension, tennis elbow type of, where we're doing a lot of that pronation type motion. Any grip issues, and if you just in general want to improve your grip strength, that pronated teres is helpful in that. Especially when we're starting to work on like overhand, underhand grips and getting into like more of a pronated position. Actually, probably overhand grip is going to be, that one would be the most helpful or transferable for that. We're finishing up today with another shoulder exercise. So we're going to the back of the shoulder, the posterior deltoid. I want to use the strap for this one as well. And so what I got set up here, if you do have an anchor point, you can loop around a solid door handle and make sure that you are not going to like pull the door open or do anything where the door handle or the door itself is going to move. Or if you have a stack of 45-pound weight plates and you can secure it that way on a cart that's not going to move, fantastic. But we're going to anchor that strap. And the motion here for the posterior deltoid on the back of the shoulder is we're going to bring the arm up to about 90 degrees in flexion. We're then going to externally rotate or roll to a palm up position. Then we're going to abduct and extend. So we're reaching the arm back, back, back. So to set that up with the strap, I'm going to be driving the arm back this way. So I want to be facing my attachment point. We'll loop through one of these handles here. I'm going to set up to where I can get a pain-free, healthy kind of extension position. And right there with palm up, really lighten up that back of the shoulder area, the posterior delt. Go for 10 seconds. Good. Drive, drive, drive. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Ease out of that, and then we'll go to the other side. So palm is up, elbows extended. We're going to externally rotate the shoulder and then extend the shoulder so that hand should be, if it's pain-free, back behind you a little bit. Drive, drive, drive. 10 seconds. Keep breathing through it. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Way to pull into the strap. Whew, those are awesome. Like the straps because you can add additional tension or load sometimes and feel it with a little bit more intensity. So going across body now, we're going to stretch that posterior deltoid. Instead of external rotation, we're going to internally rotate the shoulder, bring it across. And the goal is to keep the shoulder blade out of this. So we're trying not to create like this big protraction or roll forward of the shoulder blade. We're trying to just bring the arm up and across independently of that shoulder blade and upper back area. You can then also add in a little bit of passive stretch or add some assistance with that opposite hand. So you could achieve it with internal shoulder rotation, adduction. You could just bring the arm across on its own and get that stretch, or you could add in a little bit of help. Same thing on the other side. So we're going to internally rotate the shoulder, bring the arm across, and then maybe add in a little bit of additional pull across. Think about that shoulder blade though staying stable in that same spot. 3, 2, 1 on the stretch. Really good. Shake it out. Let's do a little bit of walking again. So go through, recheck your gait, get a feel for that. And then also go back through dynamic leg swing. So let's reassess your range of motion on the leg swing. So a couple reps, get a feel for Is that one same, better, worse? And if you got some improvement, again, jot it down. Maybe that's a good one to come back to. And overall, just going through those ranges of motion, my hips felt a little bit tight, especially the left one when I started, and that has kind of gone away, it dissipated. So doing some of the shoulder work seems to be helpful for the hips, and just encourage you to keep working on it. Keep coming back to these, whether you're going to the specific video content or, hey, I've done the video a couple times, I think I got it down, I memorized it. Obviously that's good for another brain area. Then you could just add them in throughout your day as you feel the need or the ability. Set your strap out somewhere obvious. If it's bright orange like this one, that's an obvious mental trigger or reminder to go, oh yeah, got a couple minutes here. I could go through a couple isometrics before, after dinner, before bed, as long as it doesn't rile you up too much before bedtime. So thanks for moving with me. I'll see you in the next isometric strength secrets video.